All right, another Yakkin with you, Jagoff, and we are here at the Roberto Clemente Museum here in the Lawrenceville Strip District kind of border kind of area. And we're gonna find out if Roberto was able to be kind of a little bit silly in the locker room. But before we do that, I'll introduce our guest and talk all about why we're here. Duane Rieder, curator, owner, big kahuna guy of the Roberto Clemente Museum. If you're a Clemente fan, I mean, this is where you want to be.
You'd be surprised, the Clemente fans, how it reaches out to the whole planet.
Yeah, and this isn't just your thing. You're in this with the Clemente family.
Correct. Well, Vera's on my board. His widow's on my board. We started as an archive of photos that I brought from her house that was getting wet and moldy, and so it started as an archive of photos, brought it here, evolved it into a museum. So now we're a full-blown 501c3. We have a board, we have annual fundraisers, and so now it's the real deal.
So what's some of the things that people can see when they come here?
Well, it is, I mean, people say it's the largest Clemente collection in the world. It definitely is. We have 50 signed pieces of paper, contracts, letters on the walls, 50 things signed by Roberto on the walls that you can see. His signature is now the most expensive signature in all of baseball.
Is that right?
He's passing up Ruth and Gehrig and Mantle and Aaron and all those guys. And it's because he died young. He didn't go to baseball card shows and sign autographs, and he signed mostly for young people. And what do young people do with signed baseballs? Go out and play baseball, right? So there's not a lot of them, surviving. So his stuff is the rarest in all of baseball, and so it's going to become very valuable. And in the way he died, helping people, his legacy now is living on, and we're helping preserve that here in the museum.
Let's talk about the baseball flag. This is it right here.
When Albert Pujols showed up, he was my first major leaguer. I got him to sign a baseball because the guys don't like to sign stuff for you if they think you're going to sell it on eBay. But if they come in and say, ooh, I want to be in the Clemente Museum, my piece is going to stay here, and Duane will talk about me. So when they come, they want to sign these baseballs. So we got a great collection here. We got a lot of guys that come through.
And you have a gold glove here.
We have two gold gloves. We have one downstairs. We have this one up here. That's from 1971. We've got some great pieces.
All right, so Duane, people can get tours of this place, right? How do they find out more information?
Correct. You can go to our website, clementemuseum.com. Elizabeth is very helpful, and we'll set something up because it is by appointment only. You can't just come and rattle on the door because we might have a luncheon or a private event. So we do these private tours, and they're guided. We have docents, myself and two other friends of mine that help give the tours, and it's about an hour and a half long, and it's definitely worth the price of admission.
Yeah. All right, now, Roberto was a great guy. Everybody knows him as humanitarian, but nobody seems to know him that he has, he could be a little bit silly. And you got a little bit of a story.
Yeah. Behind closed doors, when the locker room door was closed and there was no media around, Roberto was a jokester. Always goofing around with people and playing pranks and stuff like that, and always something funny going on. The minute the door would open and the media would come in, or anybody from the outside that he didn't know, he became very quiet. And because of all the years of bad press, he would have stories written about, that he was a hot dog or a malingerer, or his interview in English wasn't great, and they would give him a hard time. So around the media, he was very quiet at the end of his career, but he was always goofing around. The thing I want to know, do you think he ever said Jagoff?
Yeah, that'd be a good question.
Right? We got to find that out. We're going to ask Steve Blass.
There you go. That's exactly right. Now listen, before we go, you have this baseball flag here, and you said people ask to sign it because they want to be me. And quite frankly, what I did was I have this baseball here, and
that's perfect.
I'd be happy to sign it. I mean, me, Bob Costas, Bill Mazeroski, I don't see why we'll
put you right in between.
Yeah, we wouldn't be there. And I'm actually really important. I have a signature stamp I could put on there with you.
That's perfect.
You think I can be in this thing?
I think you're going to be in there.
You think I can be in there?
Oh yeah. We'll put you right down there with Maz and Costas.
Will it go in there?
Oh yeah. We'll put it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. For now, I'm just gonna set it over here.
Wow, I'm gonna be in the case with Bob Costas, Bill Mazeroski. This is awesome.